Yo, yo, we are live. This means that the timer up here is ticking away, and I, Carl, will do a spiel of 2021. Oh, what a year it was. Extremely enjoyable. COVID extended. Decided we should all take an extra break and we should stay in home, cozy in bed, and working through really just systemizing. So, beauty of COVID for us, for me and Kate. Hey, Kate! Gave us time to think, count the ducks, weigh everything up, and really saw that there was a few gaps within the business. So in systems, so programs, the software we use. Now, there's lots of apps out there, but I personally don't like any of them because I don't feel they are as good as they make out to be. If you're good at coding, then play with Google Sheets and you can make it work. So that's what I've done, and that's what's coming in 2022. So new programs, you'll probably see changes of colors. We're rebranding, so everything is consistent, where before we had purples and yellows and greens and really wasn't consistent with what we did. So number one was, look, we really stripped back and really started from the beginning of where we should go, which then led into the hiring of Kika at the end of the year, which I'm quite excited about. I've worked with Kika for 2 years, so she has a good understanding of the business itself. So she's come on into operations, which means that I am less on the hands with business, so I can now come back into what I really love, which is personal training and manual therapy. So if you're looking for ART, active release technique, or massage, I'm your man. Obviously, we still have Amy as well. So Amy Mason, if anyone doesn't know, she's a great massage therapist too. She's my therapist for massage and chiro, so double whammy. But also uses ART, so active release technique, looks at restoring movement rather than pushing into a trigger point and you're like, stop. It's actually restoring and working the movement so you can actually achieve range of movement. So if you lift your arm over your head, you should be able to get your bicep in line with your ear. No pain, no restriction. If you can't, I recommend that maybe it could be tightness of lats, pecs, and a few muscles there. So I'm excited bringing on Kika because that allows me to do what I really am passionate about. Running the business for the last 3 years has been great. We've seen trainers come and go. So we had Tats, we had Donya, and many, many, many more. But fortunately, they've all moved on, which I'm excited about because they all feel confident to run their own business. And that really is a highlight for me at the end of the day. Yes, I would love to hoard them like a mother duck, but I need to let them flourish and ride the winds. So I wish them all the best. So it's really been a great year of resetting, refocusing. So that's highlight of COVID. Unfortunately, being locked away in your home, that does suck. But luckily for me, there is sun out and about, so we did capture some sunlight. I'm still pasty white. Let's do a comparison. Am I as white as this paper? I'm not, so I'm not as white as I could be. So I am a little more tanned. Haha, it is possible. So yeah, that was the hiring of Kika, so end of the year, so it was great. So look forward to seeing what we can bring to the table next year, which you should find out improvement in systems and operations and automation. So we're going to be launching out campaigns to really help work with people in the industry or that join with us. And what that means is if you come on as a client, we're going to have a 12-week process to 24 weeks that kind of guides you through everything we go through. Because we do focus on training, but we also work on lifestyle and nutrition. There's only so much we can do within an hour session. So with that being said, we're going to look to help you further. So we give you bite-sized pieces day by day, rather than like put a fire hydrant in your mouth and just turn it on. So we'll be a little bit nicer. So that's coming for next year. Another highlight of the year was the powerlifting meet. So the great thing was a lot of us trained through the lockdown, which was awesome. Some of us got equipment. And then what happened was we ran a powerlifting meet in the middle of the year, which was awesome. Great community, great vibe, heaps of people, and a lot of PBs set. So congratulations to all those that attended. It was really amazing time to have. Last but not least, VH merch. We got it. We got hats. We got tops. I'm not representing a VH top. Why? Because I've used them all. But this is single low. And so what happened was I exchanged one of my tops to get a different top. So for me, it was also a point of, yeah, I'm going to get rid of all my shirts, all my shorts, and I'm just going to buy 20 black shirts, 20 black shorts, and VH shirts. So I literally only have VH shirts and Inner Beast shirts. Those are the only shirts I have, and this one, which is similar to the Inner Beast, because they fit really nicely. So yeah, we launched our own merch, which was great. And so we really took control of the thing that we commonly see, which was people trying. So we actually worked with stop trying, take action, you decide. So really at the end of the day, everyone has a choice. Even if your body's aching, you're struggling, everything's really hard, you always have a choice for this, that, neither, or both. So you always have 4 choices. So that was a big thing for me. And obviously I made choices and here we are. Now, the rest of the year, it's done, it's dusted. I wish you all a happy new year, having a marvelous time with loved ones and family. What will Karl be doing? I will be doing the same thing that I normally do every day. I will be sticking to my plan, being consistent, maybe eat a little bit more oats or rice. Why? Because I can. I shouldn't. That's enough said. But when it comes to making choices, I'm choosing to consume foods that are within my plan. And so I'm going to have 100 grams carbs and I will have 150, but there's a reason for that. I am quite sore and my body's in a lot of pain. So taking a reactive deload week, so I consume a little more carbs, which will aid in recovery and performance. So that is why. Now, I could stay the course and stay at the 100 grams and struggle, which I am. And that is why I've chosen to do the reactive refeed. So for those that aren't aware of that, you're going to learn about that next year. So stay tuned to 2022, which leads into our new nutritional software that we've built out, which will have everything populated into one tab, and it really takes the guesswork out of everything for you. So if you're wondering what could you be doing, how should you be eating, well, we're not going to tell you exactly how to eat. Typically, put the mouth in your food in your mouth, and that's it. But we're going to help provide guidance on different types of foods. So you could eat chocolates, you could eat sweets, you could eat lollies, but we're going to provide you tools for wholesome foods, and we're going to show you what the difference is between, say, a piece of chocolate and potatoes, rice, oats, because chocolate's about that much, potatoes about this much. So you can get a lot more volume out of this food, which lasts longer, and it's much more beneficial for you physically, and then you don't crave it as much. And last but not least, so we've got focus on quality assurance. That's through automation and emails. You'll get that soon. And then Jordan and Eddie, I'm really excited, are stepping up to offer more value in their sessions. And Maria, when she's back from Colombia, which, stay tuned, is 14th of Jan. Ooh. But they'll be providing biosignature. So for those that aren't aware, they used to do girth measurements, but I now brought them up to the point where they feel confident to do biosig, which is 12-site skin fill test. And that can tell you exactly what's going on through your body. If you're storing fat through the face, you're probably having a reaction to something you've eaten over the last 2-3 days. Pecs and triceps give an indication of anabolic sites. Your midsection and side gives an indication of recovery. So if it's gone up and you haven't really changed your food, you could be under recovered, which is an indication possibly for reactive refeed, aka what I'm doing. So yeah, lots of sites, 12 sites, and they all provide a story and information, and matched with the individual is a really powerful tool to provide more value to you in our service. So I'm really looking forward to these gents and ladies stepping up and providing this to you so you can see more value in what we do. And that is the end of 2021. I hope you're excited for 2022. As always, my name's Karl, and I'm always here to help. And if you ever have any questions, shoot me an email, info@vitruvianhealth.com.au. Always here to help. Adios, amigos. And